I'm Tracy, and thank you for getting the 2-day download. This will be a really great start for you in terms of eating right for your body type. So I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to go through the meal plan with you as I have it structured here for the 2-day plan. Now, the 2-day plan looks considerably different from the 6-week plan. The 6-week plan is obviously much more comprehensive. You have 6 weeks of meal plans. You have 6 weeks of recipes. There's much more explanation given, but this 2-day plan is a good start. So I'm glad that you have it. I'm going to jump over to the meal plan right now, but if at any point you have questions about this meal plan, do not hesitate to email me. I hope we can keep in touch. Good luck with this 2 days.
Hello again, friends. Here is your pear-shaped meal plan. I want to just take a couple of minutes to go through this with you so you can apply this as successfully as possible. So I'm not going to waste your time by reading you my bio. You can read that yourself, or a little bit about me, right? Hopefully we can get to know each other a little bit more over the next while. Read through your tips for success. This is not willy-nilly. This is a really important component of your meal plan. Make sure that you adhere to these at least as much as you possibly can. Eat your fiber, make sure that you've got plenty of plant-based foods and good proteins, healthy proteins. Do your best to eliminate caffeine because caffeine has an estrogenic effect on your body. And when you increase your estrogens, you're just gonna, store more fat through the hips and the thighs. Don't snack after dinner. This is something that's really hard for pear shapes that I found. So if you're someone who likes to snack after dinner, be conscious of this. And over the next couple of days, try to hold off from doing this. Have some herbal tea instead or something. Remember, breakfast is your smallest meal of the day, lunch is the mid-sized meal, and then dinner is the largest. So you are going to be eating kind of like a pyramid. And then all of this other stuff. So I'm gonna jump right into the meal plan again, so I'm not wasting your time. You've got a bunch of different recipes here, and what I want to do is just go through the structure of this meal plan so that you understand it. You are going to have 12 ounces of water. You're going to have some, this recipe, there's a recipe below, but the vanilla protein yogurt parfait. Snacks, just have an apple or fresh berries, but keep it really light because remember, you're eating like a pyramid, so it goes from small to large, and just follow these. So you've got lots of recipes actually. So you've got a recipe for breakfast, a recipe for lunch, and a recipe for dinner. If you find that you prefer day 1 over day 2 better, for example, and you have leftovers, just repeat day 2. And then move on to day 2 after that. Or repeat day 1 twice and move on to day 2 after that. It's a really easy way to make this meal plan as stretched out as possible and to make it as workable for you as possible. And then day 2, you're going to start the day the same way, drinking lots of water in the morning, and then you've got another recipe, your breakfast scramble bowl, and then you're going to have some vegetables or hummus. You've got a really good recipe here for hummus and veggie quesadilla, and then you're going on to the ginger chicken stir fry. All right, so that's your meal plan, and then you've got your recipe, and this is what your recipes look like. So for example, the vanilla protein yogurt parfait. You're going to start with 1 cup of unsweetened coconut yogurt. Okay, so try to avoid dairy as much as you can. 2 tablespoons of vanilla protein powder. I like Orgain. You can always substitute a collagen powder instead. That's totally fine. But this was tested with a plant-based protein. And then you're going to have a half a cup of frozen strawberries to this. You can add any berry that you'd like, though, if strawberries aren't on hand. And then 1 tablespoon of almond butter. If you don't have almond butter, you can definitely substitute peanut butter. So make smart substitutions where you can, but definitely try to avoid dairy when at all possible. And so those are your ingredients. These are the directions, pretty self-explanatory. You've got notes down here, which is probably the most important part. If you want to make substitutions or anything like that, you can look at the notes, and the notes are going to give you some really good direction. Okay, so if you want to make this nut-free, let's say you have an almond or peanut allergy, you can add cashew butter or use tahini, sunflower butter, or something like that. Cashews are typically the least allergenic of the nuts, so I always like to include that as an option. And that is more or less how you interpret the recipes. So without wasting any more of your time, I would love for you just to dive in on everything. These recipes are all structured in the very same way. And they're also very good. Take your time, go through these recipes. Like I said earlier, if you are someone who is like, you know what, I really like the way that day 1 is structured, but I'm not a big fan of the day 2 recipes, then just repeat day 1 2 times. And of course, shop appropriately so you're not buying too much food. But that's really it. These are the foods that are best for you. Enjoy this 2-day meal plan. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to hearing from you.